I really understood that the breath, in the Eastern tradition call it prana, that the breath was a medium, a vessel of the mystery of life, really, and that it was core. That the breath and the dynamic principle of the breath and the dynamic principle of the soul, of livingness itself, it was so clear that they were inseparable. And a piece of my background is I used to be a nurse, and I worked in oncology and had the privilege of being with a lot of people during their passages from life, quote unquote, into death. And the difference between the alive body and a body after death made such an impression on me around the living principle of the soul. One can come to a felt knowledge of it through direct experience, and the breath wakes up the person's capacity to sense their own consciousness more and to enter into the mystery of it more themselves, because no words can really capture it, what the connection between the breath and consciousness is. The direct experience can begin to capture it. When you're really working with the breath as a vessel for becoming more awakened to one's spiritual consciousness, and that who and what you are is more than just a dead or object, that even to talk about the breath as a biological process only implies that the whole living principle is just a biological process. And the fact that it's actually a spiritual process and a spiritual mystery, I'm going to acknowledge that it's a mystery, that the breath is really one of the best vehicles for opening up the door to that mystery. How is the breath itself not just biological? It's just like saying, how is a human being not just a biological object, and that when we're dead, it's over. The question is the same question, but at a slightly different level. And so again, I'm going to say experience is what gives the answer. There are no words that I can really say that give the answer, but your direct experience can begin to awaken your own knowingness about how your breath and your spiritual nature are really complementary.